Modi ora e te whānau, no mai hoki mai, welcome back to the practice run. Your frontline pass of the hard sports section, brought to you by 99 Dreams, inspiring others to chase their dreams with your hosts, Rawiri, Tukohirangi and Sam Tarangi. We're diving deep into the thrilling world of it in our run on rugby today, and who knows where the game will take us tomorrow. From the try line to the sideline, e te whānau, we've got you covered.
Strap in as we tackle the big plays, the game-changing moments, and the stories that define legends. Whether you're a seasoned vet or this is your first hit-up, the practice run is for everyone. Every run, every tackle, every win, experience the rush with us.
With exclusive insights, couch analysis, and a touch of humour, the practice run is here to keep you entertained, informed, and part of our practice squad. Because here, every practice run takes us one step closer to glory. The Practice Squad, where every listener is MVP, powering our play every episode, every day.
We'd also like to give thanks to 99 Dreams for powering our passion. Now let's kick things off with today's lineup.
Sure, whānau. Yes, so you may have noticed, you look, if you're a regular listener, we didn't have an episode on Tuesday. We're sorry for that. There was a game, but we needed a break. Look, it's been a long season. But we're back, okay? We're back. And we have a great show for you today. Today we've got our best available Samoan, Tongan, Aotearoa, and Australian teams. They're all eligible. Don't question us about eligibility. I don't want to hear you in the comments saying, he can't play for the Kiwis. He's Tongan. Shut up. Born here, lived here, whakapapa here. It's all welcome. Ka pai? Cool. Then we'll be checking out this weekend's games. We got a couple of bangers on Friday night. However, ladies, the Jillaroos, I'm loving the women's game, but you're missing two key players that I'm a big fan of. Might boycott. But we've got the Jillaroos opening up Friday night. Then we've got the Kangaroos closing the game out, or the night out. And then on Saturday we have Fiji, Bati, and we don't know enough about the Tongan and Samoan women's team to comment on it. We will acknowledge it. We'll read out their players, but we don't really have a take. We're sorry, whānau. But before we get into all of that, I have a partai to ask the two of you. This one's a little bit weird.
We guess what? We knew. We
But
knew.
like little birds, right? You know, like baby seagulls. I want to say like baby little robins and sparrows. You ever seen them, or do they just like spawn?
I feel like I've seen little seagulls.
What they look like?
Seagulls, but little.
Nah, I ain't never seen one. And I live by the beach.
I feel like I used to see them when I went fishing, but like that was
Because
years
I feel
ago.
like you never see them. They just spawn as adults.
I can't say that I've ever been on the lookout for a little seagull, so I really couldn't
Because
comment.
I've seen baby
to be
penguins,
honest.
right? Seen baby penguins. Seen like a baby ocelot.
What?
Ocelot. It's a cat. Like a
Oh.
big cat, but obviously baby one. So, little cat. But you know, I ain't never seen like a baby seagull. Can someone Google see what they look like? Are they ugly?
Baby seagull. Hold on. They're a small seagull.
But it's still white.
Just without the long ass neck.
So it's like a little gannet.
Yeah, sure.
You don't know what a gannet? Gannets are like the native bird of Hastings.
I live in Dunedin.
Oh. Y'all need to get out more, man. Y'all need to get out more. That's my next question to you, fellas. Before we kick off the show, is if you could be reincarnated as any Marvel or DC superhero, who would it be? I say reincarnated, like you can come back to life as a superhero, which is ridiculous. But hey, that's the question. Who would you be and why?
Marvel or DC? I'll probably have to go with. I don't know. Might go with Iron Man just because then I'll be loaded. More of like, see what it's like to be rich type thing.
Yeah. Fair.
Might be
fair.
my
I mean,
pick.
that's not a bad one. Batman could also be in that same.
I was thinking
ballpark.
Batman, but Iron Man's, I'm assuming parents don't get murdered, right?
I don't know.
Like he doesn't have as a traumatic upbringing.
Yeah, his parents got murdered by
Iron Man.
Bucky.
Yeah, no, they do. They
Oh,
get
did
killed
they?
by Bucky.
Oh, yeah,
They got
get killed
murdered.
by Bucky.
But
Shows
like
you how much
he also was like kind of grown.
right,
pretty
yeah.
sure.
So he was grown like a
Yeah.
grow up. Yeah, that's right.
Well, he had parents for their childhood, but rich parents, they're never around. They're always busy. He would have had Happy to look after him. Fine, you know what I'll do? Have you got yours, Sam?
I do.
Oh, yeah, you go.
Are we in our world as we are now, or are we in like that
Yeah.
universe?
So we like the only supers.
Thanos. Thanos. As you see some of the real world things that go on around, he might have been right.
Hey man, what do the Beatles say? Let it be, brother. Let it be.
Yeah,
Whisper words of freedom. Let
you
it
know
be.
what I'm about. Snap your fingers.
You gotta get the stones, my brother. You gotta get the stones. I don't think we have the
Hey,
stones in this
Thanos
universe.
with the stones.
No, I'm going Magneto. I'm gonna just whoop that thing off your hand. I'm gonna crush two while he's in that suit.
That's wild. That's wild.
3 G's to the supers. I am the only super.
GG to the
Get
suit.
that doesn't work.
Oh, cousins want to go for a flight. Boom, crushed.
Oh.
So yeah, that's who I'd be at. If I know, I'd have Magneto powers, and he's a good chess player. You know how they always have the chess games. How can you play chess against Professor X? Isn't he cheap?
Yeah,
Live up here and
exactly.
be like,
That'd be. Yeah, that's just cheating. Yeah.
gee, that's cheating. Is his power like mind control or just mind reading?
I think it's like a little bit of mind control because is there like some parts he can like freeze people or just get them not to move?
They're probably just freaked out. Some cunts talking to them in the ear.
I'm not too sure.
Who narrates your inner voice?
What, do you have like multiple voices?
Nah, but like in here, sometimes it's like. He's just...
Or you like, if you chat to yourself, you chat with.
Yeah, he's got a different voice because you don't want to talk to yourself. That's just. He's just not of this ethnicity. I'm gonna tell you that much.
It's situational.
Yeah.
It's situational.
Sometime he from Harlem.
No,
Harlem is wild.
So you don't change your inner voice. You think it sounds the same as how you talk?
No. It's situational, you know.
So like, in a deeper thought, it's more like Morgan Freeman.
Nah, I can't pull off the voice.
But do you find that when you read a sentence with a Morgan Freeman face, you start to hear his voice?
No.
You haven't? You ain't got ADHD. You ain't autistic.
Say that I do.
Anyway, things are getting out of hand. Let's get into the show. We'll kick things off with our best available or eligible. Okay, so I don't want to hear, oh, but he plays Origin. So did Nathan Fiend. Shut up. Oh, but he played for Tonga. Yeah, and he's playing for Aotearoa and Australia. So what?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just how this particular segment's going to work, okay? Where do we want to start? Who wants to start? I've got two.
I'll start us.
Yeah.
I'll start us because there's not a lot of doubling down of the Tongan team, unfortunately. So I've got the Tonga team. It's not all too dissimilar from the team that got named, unfortunately. I had a look around. The four pack is strong, right? Like there wasn't really much need to change. There's not really much need to upgrade. We do need to upgrade. There's not a lot there for Tonga, unfortunately. So the team I've gone with is Tolu Kolo at fullback, Dallin on the wing, Lehigh Hopewadi is my other wing. In the centres, you've got Katoni Staggs and you've got Paul Anamori.
Solid.
6 is Isaiah Katoa. Isaiah? Katoa. My 7. This is the one who I'm going to need some clarification around if I can have. Richie Moanga. Bro, there's like just none. I don't really want Lula here. I don't really want... like... I took Richie. Can I have him? Yes or no?
Who are your other options? Doesn't Katoa play 7?
He's playing 6 with Richie.
What are your other 6s though?
Latu Whanu.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, we'll put an asterisk.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, we'll put an asterisk. I mean, shit.
Because I promise you this, Lola
hard.
here did not make my team.
It is hard, though, to find a spine in any other country other than Australia.
Damn.
Like, Australia have so many halves, they can give away all of them and still be good.
But I was like, maybe Mitchell Moses somehow.
You mean Michele?
Yeah.
Michele
I promise you, Cleary's name was about to change.
Hey, man, I think he's more Kiwi than Tongan.
I think he's more Samoan.
He is now.
But yeah, so I've gone Katoa Moanga, Stefano and Eden are the props. Another one, bro. Havili has to be the 9. Like there's not a lot available for it. On the edge, you've got Olakawatu and David Fafita. 13 is Keon. My utility is Latu Whanu with Tamalolo and Mo Fotuega coming off the bench. And then we had Samuela Whanu and Ali Katoa is 18th man.
The only Tongan didn't make the team.
Nah, he's there. If required.
Hey, I almost put Mo on the Kiwis side too, man. Born in Gizzy. How more Australian can you get from Gizzy, man? In the heart of Queensland. First place to see the sun.
I was about to say it, Paris Gisborne.
Right next to Orange, New South Wales. That's not a bad team. Like I said, hey, finding a spine outside of Australia, pretty hard to find like a quality 6, 7, 1, 9, and 13. Should I go through Australia's and then we'll go to 2 and then I can do Kiwis last?
Do it.
or remove anyone that you want to. I just put this there so it could speed up our process. Surely we all agree with at 1, we've got Dylan Edwards. On the wings, Zach Lomax, Brian To'o. In the centres, Stephen Crichton, Hamiso Tabuai Fido.
I'd go Latrell.
You go Latrell?
Yeah.
If he's suspended for a game?
I'd still take Latrell.
No, get suspended.
Or I'd go
Turbo.
Turbo. Or I'd go Turbo instead of
the Hammer.
But yeah.
Okay. No, fair. 6 and 7, Cameron Munster, Nathan Cleary. Props, we've got Payne Haas and Tino Fa'a Sua Maliawi. Yep. Any changes there? Sweet. At 9, we've got Havili Grant. He's Tongan, bro.
Apologies, I wasn't familiar with your game. Welcome.
He's Havili Grant. In the second row, we've got Angus Crichton and Liam Martin. And then we round out the 13 with Isaiah Yeo. On the bench, this one, just for utility, was just my personal preference. I went with Tyran Wishart after his performance in the grand final. He's the ultimate utility in my eyes. Can play at 9, can play 6 or 7, can play 13. Held fullback. Probably give him a run at prop if you need to. He's just the yes man. Who would your guys' utility be?
If it wasn't Wishart, maybe Ben Hunt.
Done it. I'd go Burden. I still like his coverage and just I don't know. He's kind of like he's done it before at times where like he's been pretty good out of his natural position. Like Wishart at the moment, like he's probably the leader for in terms of where he can play, but I'd still take Burden.
Yep. No, that's fair. Quality over quantity, I guess. But that's the way it is. Then on the bench, we've got Mitch Barnett, Spencer Lenu, and Patrick Carrigan as our rotation squad. Any changes there to the rotation squad?
That's pretty solid to me.
I want to find an argument for Cam Murray.
Hey man, he is always a thought, but I just have liked what Mitchie Barnett's been able to do at the Warriors this year, even though they've struggled. He's been on par with Adam Fanua-Blake throughout the entire season, and that's not easy to do.
I'll be honest, I was going more towards Spencer.
Oh, you don't want Spence? He's instant impact.
I just think you'd rather have Pat and Barnett if it was to make way for like Cam Murray.
Now we're giving Isaiah Yeo a spell because sometimes I get sick of his passing. Run it, boy.
That's why we go with Cam Murray.
No, that's why Paddy's up there. So, but hey, you'd have Cam Murray instead of Lenu. That's all goods.
Oh, who's your props again? You're starting. Oh, Tino and
Haas.
Payne.
Yeah, Team Samoa.
Hey, Australia is a country of immigrants or something. That's what they say, right?
No, they're a country of criminals found as a jail. But anyway, heading to 2 now for Samoa.
Yes, Samoan's team. Doesn't sound too dissimilar to the team you just heard. Look, I just did who I thought would be the best available and eligible. So we did have a few, had to leave a few off, but it is what it is, man.
Does Jerry Ngaluefa make the team?
You can be there somewhere. Anyway, the team looks like this at fullback. We went with Hammer Tabulas. Hammer So Tabu Waifido, and then your wingers are Brian To'o and RTS, Mr. Roger Tuivasa Shek. And center we've gone with Stephen Crichton and Isaac Tongo. Your halves pairing at 7, we got Luai, and at 6 we're going with Dylan Brown. In the forward pack, we've got Payne Haas and Moses Leota as the starting props. Danny Levi is the 9. That's about all we got, really. 9s are pretty thin over there in the islands. So he makes the team. Second rowers, and he's Samoan.
Let's go.
The second rowers are Jeremiah Nanai and Isaiah Papali'i. And then at 13, I've shifted Tino to 13 for this Samoan team. So he's at the lock position. The 14 is Chanel Harris Tavita, just because he might actually be, well, he's like the second best hooker they got, and probably the second best 6 and 7 they got. So he kind of just covers all of that. And then we've got, he's a Samoan utility.
He's a Samoan wishart.
And then we've gone with 3 forwards as well. We've gone with Spencer Linu, Taram May, and Nelson Asafa Solomona. That is your 17.
Sheesh.
Not too bad. Unfortunately, Whālongo was originally in the team, but then Hammer kind of took that spot. I don't know where to put RTS. RTS was also going to go to fullback, but I think I ended up just going with Hammer there. And then other centres, there were a few. But I just decided to go Isaac Tango. He's just been, I guess, part of that Penrith system and has been winning. Yeah. Solid team, just at 9, but Daniel Levi will do. Serviceable. He'll be playing behind, hopefully a forward pack that can get good go forward ball. You would hope so. Haas, Leota. It was actually Sean Blaw at 12, not Isaiah Papali, until I had a double check of the eligibility, and then I seen Isaiah's name was there.
Last name would suggest he comes from one of the 2 islands.
Yeah. Once I seen that, I quickly switched it. Halak Sean Blaw. But you're somewhere there. You're like 19th, man, I think. Yeah.
Nice. That's good. Now, when I preface this, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, all eligible, best available. Something you're going to hear a lot in this team is players that could have played in any bloody country. We'll start off with our fullback, Māori, Kalen Ponga. Hasn't actually played for Australia, so it's all good. On the wings, we've got Willie Warbrick and we've got Dean Mariner. In the centres, we've gone with Kale Iro and Charles. Bro, you know how hard it was to find some centres I liked? I try to have a look at Bradman Best, see where he come from. Try to have a... Hey, man, I try to have
pull up his picture and know.
Gee, hey, man, you never know. I even looked into their parents, where they from. Stephen Crichton, looked at him. Gee, he was actually born in Samoa. Proud of you, brother.
He lived in Auckland for like 2 years.
Yeah.
When?
When he was young. They like born in Samoa and then they moved to Auckland. I think he was there for like
welcome to the squad, my brother.
2 years, I think. I watched the beginning of his potty with what's his name, with old Grub.
2 years is all you need here in Aotearoa, my brother.
Because I looked at Crichton and I was like, would it be outrageous if he was part Tongan? So he was playing for Tonga. Then I seen he lived in Auckland. I was like, oh my god.
There we go. So, Stephen, welcome home, my brother. Welcome home. So yeah, you will be taking the spot of Charles Nickel Klokstad. He will be our 18th man. In the halves, another Māori, another proud Māori man, Jerome Luai. Welcome to the team, my brother. Another Jerome Hughes this time. Is he Rome, or is he Jerome, or is he Rome?
Bro, the way his name's spelled, it's Rome.
Yeah, but you know how people be. Letters be silent and whatnot. Not a fan of silent letters, eh? My props are the Bash Bros, Mo Leota and James Fisher Harris, who is our captain. At hooker, we've got the Brandon Smith. In the second row, we've got Britton Nikora and Jeremiah Nanai. And at 13, we've got Joey Tapine. Yeah, when I was looking through all these players, I'm like, oh, Nanai from Auckland. Like, sure. It's a good spot in Queensland. If you're ever in Auckland, Queensland, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check out the Sky Tower, Sky City. Shout out to Sky City for sponsoring this episode. Not actually.
I feel like it kind of makes up for it, right? Queensland gets New Zealand. New South gets the islands.
That is true.
It's outrageous.
At 14, I actually haven't revised this. I had him at my 14 when I first started without knowing that we were going to double up on some players and stuff like that. But I've got Phoenix Crossland. You guys got any others?
What, 14 for the Kiwis?
Yeah.
No. Good.
Nah, he seems pretty solid. Yeah,
maybe during Marshall King, but...
Yeah, well, it was between those two. Then we've gone with 3 forwards. Adam Whenua Blake, Spencer Lenu, and Nelson Asofa Solomona. So even though the Bash Bros come off, we've got 3 props, man. We just rotating.
Yeah. Oh, no, it wasn't that. I was like, I swear I've heard this before.
Oh, yeah. Nelson. Hey, man. Nelson,
they're
great
great.
Boy.
Great off the bench, those two. For any
Adam,
nation.
I'm pretty sure, Adam, he'd be related to the Blakes here, and, they're Māori. So, and the Lenu whānau from Tokomaru Bay. So, proud Māori team, this one. Proud Māori team. But yeah, that's our Kiwis lineup. Bro, imagine if we could run that lineup, hey? Devastating. Well, not really, because half of them would be tired from playing for the other team. Maybe I start Lenu, so he's shattered by the time he comes over to you. So what are our thoughts, Fano? What are our final thoughts on some of these teams that we've managed to create? Did you have a bit of fun with them?
Yeah, no, it wasn't too bad. The Samoan team was pretty easy, I thought. I was kind of glad that I got them. Pretty straightforward. Just a few hard decisions there to make, but I know it just goes to show how multicultural some of these players are,
Yeah.
Can
It's also
represent
black and white
everyone.
anymore, right? Like, you're either, Australian, Kiwi, Samoan, Tongan. You can be Pakistani, Tongan, Samoan, Fijian.
Yeah. The Tonga team was frustrating. Just looking for a ton of players. Oh, Samoan. All Samoan. All of them Samoan.
Isn't Falau Tongan
Which
of
fella?
the Israel
Yeah.
kind?
Yeah.
He didn't get considered.
Fair enough.
But then again, I don't know if Fiji has Jared Hayne in their ranks now, so maybe you should have.
Whoa. No, but wasn't he acquitted? The glove didn't fit.
Who knows?
Interesting. Did you also hear about Kylian Mbappe?
What?
I've heard a lot of things about Killian.
Man, apparently he's been done for a Philly too.
Please.
Yeah, man. Why it always? Why, man? Why?
Telling you, man, how do they not know they got to get them to sign the NDA first, brother?
Yeah, you got to do a Drake. Got to do a Drake.
Everyone knows
And you
this
can
is
assault them for free.
standard practice.
Drake does it. Signs and
NDA.
assaults. That's why. No, that's why I got to do a Keanu Reeves, my brothers, and just stay the hell out of it.
Yeah.
When he takes photos with people, this will be their back, right? Each of my phone. He hold them like this. It's viewable in the camera, so he'll be like that. You still get the photo. And that's why Rampage Jackson takes photos like that. So they'll be there and he just takes it. So it always looks like you're taking a photo with a fan rather than, I'm there doing like groping people and stuff like that.
I'm trying to remember who it was. There's a celeb who just, anytime it's a fan photo, his hands are in his pockets.
Nice.
LeBron does that.
You're going to make no mistake of what this photo is. His hands are in his pockets.
When it's with females, he's got the outside hand in the pocket, and if he's holding a drink, that's there. Otherwise, he just both hands in the pocket and lean.
Yeah, man.
That's a good technique, Fano.
And then you got Chris Brown, just $1,000 per photo, all up in there.
Have you seen the one where their brother pays for it? Yeah. And their brother is bricked up. Because he is bricked up. And Chris is just back to back.
Have you seen the one where it's Chris Brown, the missus, the boyfriend who paid for it, and he's just sitting on the edge, just like staring at them?
Gee, he done fucked up.
Bro, he's getting cropped out of that shit immediately.
Never let your missus go VIP with Chris Brown. He's the new Mr. Steal Your Bitch.
He always been that guy.
The new, yeah. He's always.
That was R. Kelly was in that song. What's that one? I'm a flirt. Kills. T.I. T-Pain. Anyway, that was our best available or eligible teams, and we'll probably come up with a few more of those as the off season continues. Don't forget, we will have off season content for you, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to tune in to the practice run. It's going to be one episode when we reach the off season, ladies and gentlemen. So make the most of hearing us live and direct, coming through your speakers, stealing your sneakers. Kangaroos Friday nose, Jillaroos first day.
Yeah, double header.
Jillaroos Friday night, 18th of October, 8:05 p.m. The controversial Jillaroos taking on the PNG. The PNG Wahine side.
Isn't it just orchards?
Nah, that's not an orchard though. Orchard's a field of fruit.
But that's what their name is. I thought I looked at the men's PNG team. I was like, oh, understandable. He might not say that one. Then I look over. Oh, it says orchards.
How do I pronounce? There we go. Pronunciate. Bruh. Sound like orchid.
What?
Yeah, man. Google it. We're going to play it.
Orchid. Isn't that the American way of saying it?
Orchid.
Isn't that the American way of saying it?
No, she's British. Orchid. It's an orchid.
Do we not call them orchards in New Zealand?
No, an orchard is like a field of fruit.
Oh, fuck.
Like, what is it? This is
Brother, the way it's spelled is the way it got said.
That's why I paused. Because I knew it's not an orchard. It's written orchard, but I know it's not an orchard. It's an orchid. Orchid. PNG orchid. going up against the Jillaroos. I'll read through the Jillaroos one time. One of you read through the PNGs, and then we'll give our takes on these games. At fullback, we got the Tamika Upton. Then on the wings, we've got Julia Robinson. Controversial pick. Jakia Whitfield. In the centres, we've got the Isabel Kelly and Tiana Pinitani. In the halves, we've got Ali Brigginshaw and Tara Aiken. The props, Adam Elliott's wife and Shannon Muttle. At hooker, they've got Quincy Dodd. Kezi Apps and Yasmin Clydesdale are your second rowers, and Samaima Tofa is your lock. On the bench, you've got Olivia Higgins, Sarah Tungatuki. Oh, hell. Keely Joseph, and Mahalia Murphy, no relation to the Eddie. And as 18th woman, we've got Jessica Surgis, potentially coming on to take up that centre spot.
All right, and then moving over to the PNG. What do we say? How do you say it?
Orchid.
Orchids.
PNG. Orchids.
PNG. Epstein's, eh?
Whoa.
This guy said orchids.
Alrighty, forgive me if I get these names wrong, but I will try my best. Final. At fullback, we have Mala Mark. And on the winger, we got Frida Wola. Yep, that's how we're saying it. Belinda Ngawasaman. Yep. And then at the other centre is Latonia. What? Yep. Wait, I've seen this name before. Lillian. Yep. Last name Allen. In the halves, we got Seta Koroi. And at number 7, we got Delilah. The forward packs we got Issa Banu. Yep. And she's paired up with Elsie Albert, the captain. Wait. Does she play for, one of the women's team? For as I've seen her before.
Who?
I don't know. The captain. And at hooker, we have Ua Ravu. In the second row, we got Sarika Muka. And then the other second row is Emily Vavers. And then at lock, we got Gloria Copa. On the bench, we got Roswitha Kapo, Jessica Reeves, Talitha Kunjil, and Layla Kirowa. And then at 18th, we got Lila Malabag. And that is your PNG women's team.
Can I just say real quick, can we appreciate how Jessica's first name is spelled?
Who's Jessica?
Number 15 for PNG.
15. Yeah. She looks Australian.
Yeah, but look at how her first name is spelled.
Yes, it's a silent letter again.
Jessica. Jessikaah.
Yeah, she's silent letters.
That's how, that's, I don't know, philosophy, English was your second language. This might be how you spell it when you first hear it.
That is true. What do they say that? Phonetic, Phonetic spelling.
Yeah. That's like phonetic spelling. Jessica.
Yeah, because I have an issue with silent letters. The K in night, irrelevant. The K in knife, irrelevant. Wind and wind.
Knife.
Yeah, why is that silent K there? Take that quiet motherfucker out. He's irrelevant. Wind and wind, get me? Is it a windy road or a windy road? I can't tell. But back to this. I think the back five for the Jillaroos are going to have a field day. The PNG Wahine look a lot stronger than the Jillaroos, but the Jillaroos have athleticism. They've got the agility and speed and spatial awareness to get that ball into open spaces. You've got the veteran Ali Brigginshaw steering the ship alongside Taryn Aitken. Is Taryn Aitken she New South? Or yeah, she is. That's where I've seen her before. And I think Brigginshaw is the Queenslander 6, if I am, correct. However, there are a few controversies with this particular team, and it is no Jamie Chapman on the wing. Where is she, ladies and gentlemen? She is a prolific try scorer. Yes, she's had a couple of injuries this season, but you can't deny talent. Former Sevens superstar, and now she's an NRL superstar. I guarantee this would probably be the last time that coach makes that mistake, because the selectors will definitely force him to take a look. Another omission is the Dally M medalist and try scorer in the grand final, Olivia Koenig. Also, solid Māori girl. Complevos. She's been omitted from the squad in favour of, I think she plays second row, eh? She's not a lock. Yeah, so she's been dumped in favour of the returning from injury. She's been out all season. Kizzy Epps. Yasmin Clydesdale, she did, I think, win captain of the year in the NRLW. So obviously you probably wouldn't replace her. And I think Kizzy Epps is like the vice captain of this Australian team behind Ali Brigginshaw. But what, you're telling me there's no space for her on the bench? There's no space for her in the reserves? Come on now, coach. I don't know too much about the PNG Wahine, but I do know that this is a solid Jillaroos squad. It's going to be a squad to be reckoned with. And when the time comes for them to play our Kiwi girls, we'll be ready. Do you guys have any comments on this game? Who are you looking forward to seeing play the most?
Well, for this game,
Yeah.
I don't really know, to be honest with you. Probably Tamika Upton. She always seems pretty solid every time I see her play. She's always doing some things. And that number 7, the Taryn Aitken, she's the one who plays for the Roosters, eh? Right? She's part of that team.
Yeah.
Because I know it's really weird. I feel as though I've seen a clip of her like throw like cutout passes. Like her passes are pretty money. And I don't know, it's probably like the sexist bias part of me that, like, you know, when you see a girl do shit like that, it's like, whoa, no, like that's pretty next level.
Their game's still in the infancy when you compare it to the men's game that's been around since like black and white TV, since Arthur Beetson was playing, you know. Whereas, you know, the Wahine, I can only think back to it's being televised as far as Ruan Aitken. You know, that's a OG for me. And she only retired, not Ruan Aitken, Ruan Sims, sorry. And, you know, she was playing when her brothers were, so that wasn't that long ago. Whereas to now, you kind of see that spectacular playing, like, oh, that's wicked. And, you know, the addition of the Sevens girls has made this comp so much more exciting, I think. Who are you looking out for, Sam?
It's probably Tamika. Like, I've watched a little NRLW. Tend to watch the Knights. Because they've got what? They've got her and they've got who's the other good half? Is it Jesse? Jesse Southwell?
Maybe.
I think, yeah.
Might be.
I don't know. Like, I don't watch a ton of NRLW, but when I do, it's usually the Knights. Pretty sure it's those two, and they tend to be pretty good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm a big Isabel Kelly fan, and Jess Surgis. I do know if Jess Surgis is playing. She is very hard-nosed. She'll run like a motherfucker, and just run through a motherfucker. She like Marshawn Lynch in the women's game. So you know that the wingers will definitely get some open space. I think Julia Robinson would be a good shout for a try or two, playing outside Isabel Kelly, because Isabel Kelly is pretty good at drawing in a lot of attention, so she gets some quick ball out to Julia Robinson. She is a well-known finisher. She finished a lot of tries at Brisbane this season and made the team of the year, I do believe. So shout out to Julia Robinson from the Brisbane Broncos. Moving along now to the second game of the Friday night doubleheader, and that is at Suncorp Stadium. The Kangaroos, almost called them the Jillaroos, taking on the Kingdom of Tonga. Let's go. Sam, you do your beloved Tongan team, and two, you can do Australia.
Yeah, let me kick things off with the Kangaroos team. At fullback, you have Dylan Edwards. The wingers are Xavier Coates and Zach Lomax, who is making his debut. Your centre pairing is Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow and Tom Travojevic.
Why does Tom look just so happy to be here?
Because he probably is just happy to be there. He hasn't played for them in years.
Gets to be away from DCE, from Luke Brooks.
Too used to being injured, I think. Your halves pairing, both making debuts, I believe. Tom Dearden and Mitchell Moses. Your forward pack at the starting props is Paddy Carrigan and Lindsay Collin. Harry Grant is your hooker. Second row, you have Angus Crichton and Cameron Murray. And holding it down at 13 in your captain for this for the Kangaroos is Isaiah Yeo. Matt Burden is named at 14 with Mitchie Barnett, Ruben Cotter and Hudson Young rounding out to your 15, 16 and 17. And then it looks like Ben Hunt is the 18th man.
And for Tonga, we have Lehigh Hopeware. At fullback, we have Daniel Tupou and we have Sione Katoa on the wings. And on centres, we have Moses Sully and we have Paul Alamori. In your halves, you have Tui Lolohia and you have Isaiah Katoa. At the props, you have Captain Adam Fanua Blake and Felice Kafusi with Sevilla Harville. Yeah, you got Harville at 9.
Deliver.
Yeah, and then on the edges you have Olakoatu and Ali Katoa with Jason Taumalolo as your lock. Off the bench, you have Sonny Luke, Satili Tupanua, Paseka, and Keon Koloa Matangi. And your 18th man is Tolu Kola.
Nice. And that should be a good game. Look, I'm looking at this Tongan side, and, they have the potential for an upset here. I don't think this is going to be sort of, what do you call it? Like, I don't think Australia are going to be able to repeat what they did to PNG, to Tonga, not to this side. If they play hard and they play well together, I think they can definitely get over this Australian side. It's just hard when this Australian side have such a strong spine, and I think that's what's going to set this Australian campaign apart from the New Zealand campaign and the Tongan campaign. Whereas those two sides, I think, are going to have to rely heavily on their forward packs. Both teams, I think, are fielding strong forward packs, but I think that Tongan side is a little bit stronger in my opinion, and I'd favour that Tongan side a little bit more. But in terms of a spine, goes to Australia, and I guess that back five and halves go that way too.
Just looking at the Aussie team, I wonder if they put Hammer to so they could tick a box. Just looking at the photo of everyone, and it's quite I don't know.
Xavier's in me.
Oh yeah, true that. He's more.
Well, you're just thinking he's just a lonely brother.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's like one scoop of chocolate. That's like a half a chip. It is a very lungy lineup, if you're asking me.
Look, I think this Kangaroos team would be too strong for Tonga on the day. I think what separates them is, you kind of alluded to it really, is the class in the in the back line. She's got a whole bunch of slick players.
Yeah.
And it's normally what separates the Kangaroos teams from most is the ability to just have skill. They'll just be so skillful in every position. Forward pack, solid. I mean, Carrigan, Lindsay, Colin, Isaiah, they'll get the job done. Murray and Angus on the edge there. Solid. They're just, solid all around. And then you've got Barnett, Cotter, and Young coming off the bench. I don't know about Hudson Young. I actually forgot about him.
Oh, he's strong. He's a strong second rower.
But I think it's what he is.
I mean, I'm looking at this. What you've got: Hudson Young, Mitch Barnett. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 players debuting.
Oh, they're counting the lungies.
Just everyone that's debuting for the team. It looks like they got 5 of them. In the Kangaroos team. Tonga, they look solid. I mean, I'm pretty happy to see Lehi get the fullback or just see what he's capable of. So good to see how he goes. I mean, Lolo here, right? He's got the record for most caps for Tonga. So, I mean, I know we don't really see him that often because he plays in the Super League, but, I mean, he's been in the squad for ages. He's kind of like the veteran leader, I would say, especially in that back line. But all about the forwards, really.
On Felice Kafusi starting. Leaving the likes of Keon on the bench, Tanyala on the bench.
I think he's been starting for Tonga the last few years, Like, as a prop, too.
Yeah, but my cuz.
They must
Tanyala,
just like him there.
Keon Kolomatani. Jason's even starting.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe that's just, I think the last few lineups I've seen for Tonga, Kafusi's been the starting prop for them in that 10. I don't know whether they just name him there or switch it on the day. But
be interesting to see. But mind you, that's great impact off the bench, right? Tanyala Paseka, Keon Kolomatangi. And we know JT is not good for more than 25 minutes a game.
You get that Tongan juice in him. It'd be good for 26 minutes.
2 sips of kava and he's ready to go.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. It's when we did this before, I really thought Tonga's team was going to be like a lot better than what the Kiwis were going to name. Based on their first lineup, I kind of think the Kiwis might have a better team. like overall team. This one is. I thought this was going to be basically the final in 3 weeks' time. Man, this team for Tonga, I don't really see it.
What? Not a fan?
Nah, not compared to this Aussie team.
Yeah, it's
and just kind of compared to what I think the Kiwi team will be.
Aussies,
basically, I really thought that this forward pack was going to be like unquestionably the best.
Well,
as in the Tonga's one. Oh, Felice Kafusi. I'm a big fan, but jeez,
starting the way.
Well, I mean, they're middles anyway. Like Paseka, if he's on, then he's great. Like what we saw against the Bulldogs. But he also has games where he goes missing and you don't know he's there. Like he's not impactful. And then Jace just doesn't play. Like if Jace was good for 30, 40 minutes, like you might have a little bit more leeway, but he's not. Yeah, but there's so much relying on Keon in this team that I don't really see it. That's coupled also with the fact that their spine is what it is. In a few years, when Lehi's had a bunch of football, when Katoa's had a lot more football, it might be all right. But those are 2 young guys who you're kind of relying on to at least be good. And so, Havili is what would you say he is in terms of a 9 in the NRL?
Like a 14.
I just mean like just in terms of like every 9 in the NRL, would he make the top 29s?
Yeah, nah, he's like a 14. he's off the bench replacement 9.
Yeah, well, and well,
he's a 19, 14.
He's their starting 9. Was Sonny Luke's backing him up. Sonny Luke hasn't played a ton of football this year, not on top grade. Like he's had really good games, but not consistent games. So it's, I don't know. I'm a little bit down on where I thought this Tonga team would be.
Hey man, I guess like the Kiwis last year, everyone wrote us off after that thrashing we had from Australia right before the final, and we were the team that turned up on the day. 30-0 later, we were the champs. So Tonga have it in them. I just think, yeah, like you say, though, it's going to be an uphill battle, but I don't think it's a lost fight.
Damn. Just keep scrolling through the Aussie team. Oh. I
think, what is it called? Our development pathways, we need to start investing in halves, whānau. Here in Aotearoa, Māori, fullback, 5'8", halfback and hooker. I'm tired of these wanting to be wingers. Learn a skill position.
Hey, New Zealand, hey, let's get some goal kickers, eh?
Oh, yeah, kids.
Let's get some goal kickers.
Kick. Be like Kalen Ponga. Put their headgear to use and kick. What are our final thoughts on this game? Let's give our score lines. I'm going to go 22-18 either way.
Final score for me, I think Aussie pull it out in the last 20, kind of run away with it. I'm going to go with 30-6 Kangaroos.
That's a deck score. Yeah, I've gone like 32-10.
Damn. You really have faith in...
Nah. I look at this team, and this Aussie team is...
That's fair.
Even with the names that are missing, right? Like, this Aussie team is strong. My only real question about it is, what is Mitchell Moses going to look like? Considering he hasn't played.
Yeah, but he's a professional, man. He'll suit him up.
He's Timothy Moses when he wants to be.
Yeah, man. I'm just scared of that connection him and Lomax are already building. Like, they've had games now together, and they've been big games to work on that. And Parramatta definitely going to need that next season.
Honestly, this game too, though, I'm wondering how they're going to use Hammer and Tom. Because both of them are kind of centers who are like at their very best.
Fullback.
They roam. No, like in terms of like when they're centers, they roam, they move.
Yeah.
They don't stay at center. So now I'm kind of wondering, are we going to see it where, hey, if you're going to the left, then that other center's going to swing around. If they're going to the right, well then the other one's going to swing around. Like, are we just going to see two centers who kind of just constantly swing around the field?
Potentially. And I guess that'll determine whether or not they bring Bradman Best in the future games. It's just to have a true centre settle things down.
Yeah. God damn.
All right, heading over to Saturday, 19th of October, 9:10 p.m. Sorry, we are skipping the Wahine game. We just don't have enough information on either team or players to give you guys a credible take. So we're skipping through to Fiji Bati taking on Pinagu. Papua New Guinea, men's side. I'll do Fiji. Sam, you do PNG. Ka pai? All right. So at fullback, we have Sunia Turuva. On the wings, Maka Sivo and Semi Valami. In the centre, Koro's making a comeback. Michael Assault You Jennings and Wanga Blake. Kevin Naguama and Kurt Donahue on the in the halves. Your props are Tui Kamikamika and Ben Nakubawai. And their hooker is Penioni Tangi Tuimua. Then we've got Viliami, no picture Kikau, wonder what he looks like, and Kitione Kautunga, your second rowers. At lock, we have Caleb Navale. On the interchange, at 14, we've got Joe Lovadua. Wonder if he's related to Will Duadua. He's Fijian Cook Island. Then we've got Tane Milne, Tur the Bar. Probably go off for like a head high or something. Then we've got Kylan Mafua and Jordan Miller. Gee, Jordan Miller. Is he a like light skin breather? And their 18th man is James Valevatu. Over to you for PNG. Can you pronounce the team name? Do you know it? I'm struggling.
Kumals.
Is it Kumals?
Yeah,
Like a Kumu?
That's the way old Vossi and them say it.
I was gonna say, never mind.
Yeah, fullback, you've got Nene McDonald. On the wings, you've got Elijah. Yeah, just apologies. I'm butchering these names. I know it already, but there's some that I just Elijah.
Surely there's Roltinga. Roltinga.
Yeah.
Because don't they pronounce the G in Melmaninga?
They do.
So maybe, because he's saying
Elijah Roltinga. Robert Derby. Robert Mathis.
That threw me. I was with the other Robert.
Roderick Ty. At centre. Oh, sorry. At 6, you've got Kyle Labert. At 7, you've got Lachlan Lamb. At 8, you've got Valentine Richard. Your other prop is Jacob Alec Winnick. You got Jaw at number 10.
That's a good one.
At 9, you've got Judah Rimbu. At 11, Jordan Rimbu.
Oh.
That's
Judah.
Yeah, Judah. At 11, shout out Reese Martin. Good to see you back and playing. Haven't seen him in a few years. Oh my.
Holy.
Jeremiah, brother. Jeremiah Simbican.
Simbican.
And then, the old brother, Jack DeBellin. Thank you for having a name we know how to say. Hey, your interchange, Liam Horn. Corso Bandy. Sylvester Namo. Is that an I or an L?
I.
Ella Alu. And then your 18th man, Dan Russell.
Dan Russell.
Shout out Demetrio for your PNG Kumals.
Was Jason Demetrio the coach?
Yeah.
All right, Fiji by 30. No analysis. Fiji by 30.
That's outrageous.
Well, what's your take? What's your take? I heard the coach. Who's coaching Fiji? JD. Man, he got sacked mid-season, like 5 games in.
Oh, they actually don't tell you who the coach is, huh? Damn.
And PNG got schmucked last week by Australia, like 40-0.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I watched parts of that game. Didn't like what I saw.
No one did.
From either team. So when I saw Aussie scored 40, I was confused.
Yeah, they ran that whoever offense last week. They ran that whoever squad last week.
I just saw a part where PNG got carved up by Luke Brooks.
Yeah, man, they made him look like Superman.
I knew I was turning that game off immediately.
He looked like the next $1 million player out there that game. They were about to offer him a Superman.
So, yeah, after seeing Luke Brooks carve you up...
yeah, Fiji by 30.
I'll be more respectful. 40.
They get 10 points for the hymn.
I'll be more respectful. 40.
Hey, Fiji are winning from their hymn alone, G. I love watching them for their hymn. Is it a hymn or hymn in there?
Yeah, the yeah. I mean, I've got Fiji winning too by a bit. Pretty.
Mine's
Yeah,
purely
put a-
based on the
put a
coach,
total on
Fano,
it,
not
eh?
the players. Mine's based on the coach.
I don't get why
He has a job.
Fiji aren't. No, I don't get why Fiji aren't in the Pacific Cup. Like, they're good
Because it's a
enough to be
playoff.
there.
No, because it's a 3-way, not a 4-way.
Hmm.
Samoa should be in the Pacific Cup, but they're going to England.
They
So
should have
there's a
brought Samoa
playoff.
and England over. Like,
Yeah,
this should have
it
been like a
needs-
10-team mini World
It
Cup.
needs
Yeah.
to be a bigger comp.
Right.
It needs to be a longer comp. We need to see more games. We need to see more teams. Or
Like,
like
if there's a 3-test series, it should be between the bloody Kiwis and Kangaroos, not England and Samoa.
yeah.
Come on, man.
What you got, Sam? What you got?
I struggle with it, right? Because, like ideally, it would be sick to see a lot more international football. But with the NRL season the way it is, the Super League season the way it is, like, I just don't really see an avenue to how we get there. But, like, yeah, ideally, this cup, you would have Samoa playing in it. You would have Fiji. But then I think you need another team to kind of balance out and make it
Who
Yeah,
was
England.
the third team last year?
Samoa.
Samoa, yeah, because it was Tonga that
Because
went over
Tonga
to
was
England.
playing England.
Yeah,
When do we go play England?
who knows? It might be us next year. Then it'll be switch out the Kiwis or Samoa.
Nah, then it will switch
Nah,
out
so
Australia.
the way it's done is that whoever comes third in the cup plays the winner of the bowl.
What?
Yeah,
And loser goes to bowl.
loser goes bowl. So yes, there is a world in which the Kiwis could play in the bowl next year if Fiji, PNG, or
Nah, they ain't beating us, but like
who's the other one?
Samoan.
What, Cook
Well,
Islands?
no,
Oh, Cook Islands.
Cook
Yeah,
Islands.
they ain't beating us. We try to steal their main man.
Tuki.
Oh, we got their other one. Oh, we had their other one.
Te got rapana. Anyway. That is your weekend of sport, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have any? I haven't actually made a Hail Mary. I haven't made a big play payday. Is it anyone? No? No big plays and paydays this week?
What would you think if during the State of Origin they combined that into one period mid-season and they turned it into... So State of Origin ran, but then there was like a Māori or like a Māori and Pacific, like a Pacifica type tournament that was run.
At the same time?
Yeah, at the same time.
Oh, then I ain't watching Origin, man, because I know probably you'll get To'o and Luai, Lenyu, Olakawatu, Haas, and Fa'asua Maliawi all changing to play for, like, are we thinking Māori versus, like, what they call that? They used to have that Polynesian team, eh?
What, the Pacific Nations?
Yeah, but they had a different name. What was their name?
I don't know.
It was like the Polyairs team. Oh, it was just like Pacific Islanders, weren't they? On those old like Rugby 08, you get like the team full of Jonah Longers, and you get the Pacific Islanders and the Barnabys. What are they called? The Barnabys? Barbarians. Yeah. So, if it was like a Maori versus Pacific Island comp, oof, that would be hectic. But who would play for who? You know, like would Luai come by us, or would Luai play for his heritage? Would get Ponga, would get Hughes, Fish. A few of those Tongans are Māori Tongans. Same with the Samoans. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I like the idea of, the origin and international happening at the same time. Just puts the game on a different pedestal, I think, and also gives like the NRL a break, so those ones that have injuries can kind of come back a little bit sooner. Would almost split it into two halves, like the first half, and then
Yeah.
origin, and then the second half is like the run home. Teams start gearing up. So I'm all for it. What the other game would look like, I'm not really too fussed about it, really. Even if it's just the Kiwis against. It'd be interesting though. If it was like straight like Kiwis versus Samoa or something, then those Samoan boys would have to choose.
Yeah.
It would force them
And
to be.
feel
I think.
they'd
I think it was.
switch.
I think if it was like Pacific nations, like Tonga and Samoa combined, and Fiji, I think a lot of Samoan boys would probably go and play New South Wales. But if it was purely like Samoa versus like Kiwis, then it'd be interesting to see which way they went.
Yeah, I reckon they'd rip Samoa because they pretty much turned that into the New South Samoa team. They're like New South Apia.
Yeah, and then
that
it'll be
was
like
kind of why.
Yeah.
Not what we're gonna say.
Then it'll go back to, because what do they say? Like Origin should be like the trial game for Aussie.
Yeah, I understand that, but we'll talk about that sort of aspect later on in the off season. Well, I just want to see more international period, like a longer international period. Bring back the Anzac Test. We talked about this earlier in the year, too, and I think it got abolished, 2019, 2028. We have a terrible record. But during these last, 3 years, we could have had the greatest record. But it's been abolished. We probably could have won like 4 in a row.
We've never been good at one-off tests, eh? Kiwis suck in one-off games.
Yeah. But we never know though, because they killed it before we got good.
Yeah, come tournaments, we get better as like the more time the team spends together. So they're always pretty dangerous come finals. Like in a one-off final, if the tournament's been going for like a month, yeah, the boys.
Don't overcomplicate your bet, G.
They got a shot. They got a shot.
It's 60-1. Like it's paying $60. So sorry. So odds are 60-1 for it to happen.
Yeah. Are you almost there?
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah, I've been done.
Oh, sweet. Well, there we go, Fano. That's how we kill it. A little bit of time here on the practice run. Now, the big plays and paydays today is brought to you by
Aurelius Technologies.
Hey?
Aurelius Technologies.
It is brought to you by have we? No, we have had OPSM, right? OPSM, all about your eyes. If you're looking for specs, contacts, or even just getting your eyes checked and tested, head over to OPSM. OPSM, we love your eyes. Sorry, all about your eyes. Okay.
OPSM, we don't sponsor the NRL refs.
Yeah, OPSM, they need to. Specsavers doing a horrible job. What a horrible advertisement, eh? Like, they use Specsavers to sponsor the refs, and the refs have horrible calls. It's like, gee, your ad is not working. Why would I want to buy your glasses when the referees can't even see a forward pass? Give up your sponsorship. You would have clear vision with OPSM. OPSM is the reason behind Jimmy Cliff's song, I Can See Clearly Now. OPSM, to also celebrate your birthday, they send you out $100 gift vouchers. This is from like last month. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. OPSM sponsoring, not really, this segment.
All right. And your big day, what is it? Big game
Big
Holy.
plays and paydays.
Yep, that's the one. We've gone for Australia to win by 13 plus. Tonga under 15.5 points.
Whoa.
Yeah, man. Zach Lomax to be a first, second, or third try scorer, but also for Zach Lomax to score 2 or more tries. We've on with also Tom Travojevic to score a try and Angus Crichton. If you put that together, you chuck $10 on it, pays out $604.
Oh.
No,
Not bad,
Not
not bad, not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
That's not bad, ladies and gentlemen. That is our big play and payday, brought to you by OPSM. We
can see clearly now the rain is gone.
Exactly, and you can thank OPSM for clearing the way. Jimmy Cliff, shout out OPSM Records. Big plays and paydays brought to you by OPSM. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Shout out Jimmy Cliff. Great song. If you haven't heard it, go listen to it. Doesn't someone else cover it? Or is it a different Jimmy Cliff song? Hey, Journey. That's the one someone else covers. Everyone's been playing it on Instagram and things like that lately. But yeah, that's about it. I don't have too much else, but comment, like, subscribe, share it with your friends. Hit the bell notification so that way you stay informed of when our next episode drops, especially over the off season, ladies and gentlemen, because the party don't stop. The wheels don't fall off. And I'm not keen for England's Super League team to play the Panthers during the Magic Round. I'm not keen for that. We'll talk more about that on Tuesday. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it from me. This is Rawiri signing off. Thank you guys so much for joining us for today's episode. I'm going to hand it over to Sam and Tu for some final words.
Yeah, nah. Cheers for watching. Cheers for listening. Don't send for us because of the way we pronounce those names.
Oh, yeah.
We tried. I tried.
We all tried.
I just don't know how to say them, man. My bad.
Is this the one time you're not going to be like doubling down in the comments, standing your ground, saying 10 toes down?
Brother, if I can't say the name, I can't say the name. I don't know what you want from me. Send for Vossi, send for Blocker, send for all of them. They get paid to say those names correctly, and they can't do it.
Facts.
Don't send for me. My first time seeing some of these names. But when you do chuck $10 on that multi that I just said and you win, go buy some 99 Dreams merch, get yourself a cap, get yourself a baseball jersey. But yeah.
Hey,
shout
please do find that, man. The bills are in this month.
Like, comment, subscribe. Don't comment about the names though. You've been commented. Shout out to the brother in Germany. Shout out to the brother in the USA. Something like that. Yeah. Everybody else, hey, shout out to you guys too, but I just don't remember where you guys are from. And we're over to 2.
Cool, Father. As always, we want to give a shout out to all of our friends and family, both near and far. We really do appreciate the support here at the Practice Run. Man, international season is here. I'm more looking forward to when the Kiwis play their first game. So looking forward to that next week. But other than that, we'll keep it pretty short, keep it pretty simple. And we will see you guys on Tuesday. As always, Whānau, stay safe. See you when we see you. Cheer to the chair. Mā te wā.